Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm just gonna say in the beginning of the video, I'm really sorry for my voice if I cough during the video. I'm a little bit sick. And okay, so let's see. Okay, in this video we're gonna talk about our watch list that we have for this upcoming week, and I hope you guys had a wonderful week. So we're gonna start with GBPJPY. And so clearly there is a bearish trend going on right now on the daily time frame. So we had this push to the up, and then clearly this is like a bearish structure. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we trying to like make a lower high, but like it didn't, but it's gonna come down. And this is where we're gonna have our analysis to see how can we trade this setup and situations. So basically, like I told you guys, we're in uh, a bearish moment. So right now, as you guys can know, okay, here is gonna be lower low. This could be a support area, and another one is gonna be here. I'm just gonna draw them on the small side, and then I'm gonna go. This is gonna be like my major support and resistance. And so I'm gonna go to the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame is probably going to be the same thing, but you guys can see this strong push to the downside. And here, as you guys can see, so basically, I'm gonna move it a little bit here. I will probably like move it a little bit to this side, and I will try to make it a little bit small, like to cover the bodies and some wicks. So as you guys can see, so we have this strong, we have this push to the downside, and we broke below this zone, and then we came back up. So this was a fake out on the 4-hour time frame. So and then we try to make like like okay, you'd be like okay, this probably within the downside, and so probably this move kind of like can clear all these lower lows, and but this wasn't the case. So we had this push to the downside. Okay, lower low, lower high. So we had this like a small basic structure here, but then we had this. If we go to the like a more smaller time frame, you can see it's like a bullish time frame, and you could have like taken advantage of this time frame and of this trend in the lower time frames. But we got here, and there's a resistance here, as you guys can see. So, and if this was a resistance, and then we continue to the downside and regardless of the other zones that we have. But right now we're here, and I'm just gonna go to the 1-hour time frame. And as you guys can see, so we had this push to the downside, a little bit of consolidation, continue to move down. Okay, now it makes more sense to me. Okay, here is a lower low, lower high, lower low. And right now, if this is the lower high that we made, and it's gonna correspond with these zones that we have. Okay, it was a support, and now it could act as a resistance. And as you guys can see, this is the last this was the previous candle on Friday, and this is the last candle that was closed on Friday. So as you guys can see, it was closed bullish, but that doesn't mean anything that much because the on the open is probably going to be like different. And so that's why like you should need to like pay more attention when you're taking trades on Sunday. And since there's no you know value of the market. So based on the things that I'm seeing right now, I'm probably gonna look for the short positions. And I'm just gonna like take a look. Okay, yeah, in 1 hour it makes sense because it's rejecting the FD my indicator is not the moving average. So we're probably gonna continue to go down. And but still have to wait to see because like there was a fake out here, and so probably these moves needs a little bit of correction. So that depends on the open. Like if I see like bearish continuation sign of the bearish movement, I will go for the shorts. But if I see like a movement, if it closes above here, I'm just gonna wait and maybe go to the 4-hour time frame and to see probably like take wait for the first touch of the MA, my indicator, and then I will go for the short positions again. And so that's it for the GBPJPY, and I will update you guys on the entry. And then I'm gonna go to the GBPUSD. I'm just gonna remove all of the shrine for you guys, and I'm gonna go to the daily time frame and see, okay, yep. Just gonna tell you what was happening on GBPUSD. So we have this bearish movement to the downside, bearish trend, and a structure change. Okay, now we're making high, 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 low, and we continue to move up to this here. And then we had this, we came down, but this wasn't any sign of the change of the trend yet, at least. And so basically, you can just draw a trend line. One of them could be here, and the other one could be here. And as you guys can see, so these lines are actually corresponding together. So this could have been a good position, a good setup to take. If you go to the lower time frame, you will see. So, and on a daily time frame, you guys can see this is an area for resistance, and it was acting as support. I'm gonna go draw them on a 4-hour time frame, and we'll just have a better and clear idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw like this. It's covering a body and some wicks. So we see, okay, so it was a resistance here, and then it had to push to the downside and test the trend line, and then we came back all the way up and we broke this zone and we tested, and right now we are at this position situation. So I'm just gonna, as you guys can see, okay, this was like an area of resistance because it tried multiple times to break it, but it was the price was unable to do it. I'm gonna go to the 1-hour time frame to see what's coming down. Okay, I'm just gonna hide this first. Okay, so remember the Friday when we had some news going on. So we had this candle to the downside, and most people thought, okay, maybe this is a continuation for the bearish movement. And okay, but they said, okay, this is a higher, this is a lower, lower, lower high, and then it's supposed to come down. And it was it could have been, it would have made sense. But the overall trend was bullish, and so as you guys can see, the second candle, this candle here, was closed bullish, and it continued to move up until this zone, and is actually rejecting. It was rejecting it, and the market was closed. So I'm just gonna take a sneak peek to my indicator. As you guys can see, okay, so this could be as a continuation of the bullish, and I'm probably gonna wait until the price to come here and to see any sign of a rejection on the first moving average, and then if it's continue to go down, I will probably gonna wait for the to see if there's any sign of rejection on the second moving average, and then I'll look for the longs, and if there was a kind of fully continuation to the downside, probably the price will contest this zone again, but I'm not comfortable taking this trade. But if there is a good setup, I will let you guys know and update you in the channel. So overall, GBPUSD, I will look for the long positions, and that depends, actually how the price will reject this zones here. And I'm gonna go to the Euro AUD. I'm just gonna go to the daily. I'm just gonna figure all the lines. And as you guys can see, we have this little bit of a consolidation here, and we have this push to the upside. Okay, see, higher, and higher low, and then higher, and but the price just went back to the consolidation zone. So basically, I will draw a zone like this. There was a resistance, and then push up. It had a little bit of rejection, and you could have just make some money off of this big and this one as well. But eventually the price came down and it was closed in this section. So if I go to the 4-hour time frame, as you guys can see, this is on this is an area of resistance. And so right now, and also I will take this zone here as an area of support as well. No, or actually, I'm gonna put this in here into this one. So it will make more sense as it's more safe for me at least. And if I go to the 1-hour time frame, and as you guys can see, there is another zone of support in here. Okay, so for me, this zone is gonna be no trade zone for me. And as you guys can see, we have this push, like a strong push to the downside, and we have some sign after rejection. This one's closed bearish, and right now the second candle was closed bearish as well. I'm just gonna wait to see, like, you know, there's gonna be like two scenarios happening here. So the price will probably, continue to move downside, do a little bit of liquidity and continue to push to the downside, or either it's just gonna come up a little bit, you know, maybe I don't think it's gonna have like any corrections. So if it's gonna have like a correction to the up here, I think it will like continue to move up and maybe like go up here, continue to push way to the up, do a retest and continue to this zone. Okay, actually there could be another scenario, that is if the price come here, make your retest based on the Fibonacci, and then like for the entry for the Fibonacci, and then it will continue to push to the downside, and then go down. So this zone could have a lot of potentials and give you a lot of sales, and that depends on the candle and how the price is moving. So this is the three scenarios that I have for this Euro AUD. But we're gonna wait to see what will happen and be careful, because you already probably have too much reach. If you go to see on a daily, you can see we have like so many weeks, so be careful with this pair. And USDCAD on the daily, and I'm just gonna remove it until I explain everything all over it again. Okay, so we have this push to the upside, and then we have this, a little bit of the, correction. This is a daily time frame, so this could be like, correction for the longer time frames, like weekly or monthly. So we came down. Maybe if you like draw your Fibonacci, and you could just have a nice entry like on the for the buy, and then we had this move to the upside, but right now we're stuck here again. So I'm just gonna go to the 4-hour time frame for me. It's gonna be like have more clear ideas for me. So as you guys can see, so we get like this lower low, lower high, lower low. We had this little consolidation. We came down lower low, but we couldn't make it. Like, this was like a sorry, it was a lower low, lower high. It's supposed to be making lower low, but it didn't. Came back up. But the other thing is that if you guys pay attention to this zone, you guys can see an area of resistance. So in this situation, like, I'm just gonna go to the 1-hour time frame. Okay. So this push, like, clearing this low, or like basically the bearish structure. But the thing is that it got rejected here, and the price is right now here. So based on this, I'm just gonna take a quick look at the FTMA as well. Okay, so the FTMAs are like so super close to each other, and so it might be like a sign of the cross that will change the trend. But I will wait for the some sort of clear signs. So basically you can just like take this area as a minor resistance. Okay, you can see this is a resistance, came back up, and right now it's probably it might act as a support, not clear yet. And so in this situation, I will probably wait. This is a no trade zone for me. For me, you can just like if you see any kind of rejection and you're like comfortable, you can take a buy from here. And probably gonna like break above, make it retest, continue to push to the upside. Or the other thing is that it's probably gonna if this zone acts as a support, probably come up a little bit and then continue to move down. Make a. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna make a retest because like this zone is not a very strong zone. So maybe it will continue and push down to actually make a so make it like a lower low here to continue to push to the downside. So I will update you guys again upon the entry because I'm just gonna wait on for the Sunday to see, and I won't take any trades. And if I do take trades on Sunday, I will update you guys in the chat. And last but not least, we're gonna go through the USDJPY, and to see if we go to the daily, we have this strong push to the downside. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then here we guys we stuck here, and then we have this strong push to the downside. So this doesn't. So some people thought, okay, maybe this could be like a sign to go up. This could be like a high level that it didn't go up, so it continues to push to the downside. And we could just like draw this one here and draw this one as well. Okay, so we have this push to the so we have this channel here, bearish channel. So I'm just gonna go to the 4 hour time frame for a little bit more ideas. Okay, so this area could be sorry, this area because it's a support because it came down, now move up. And if I go to like the 1 hour, because you can see it's a strong push to the downside. If I go to the 1 hour time frame, you guys can see, oh, okay, so push to the downside consolidation, didn't do any, correction, continue to push to the downside. Okay, so this will make sense. Okay, so, lower low, it could be is a support area. It's just like a resistance area because it's a lower high. And then we have this push to the downside. Okay, so right now this was the area of support, and it was like close to the to your to your trend line, and it could be just like look for the buys and then the lower time frame. It was actually would make sense, and you could just like get a decent 50 pips. And so right now the price is at this situation, all right, at this point. So what I think about it is just I'm gonna like actually take another look at this one. Okay, so what I think is that's probably like price come like a little bit up here, make it a retest of the like the touch of the M and my moving average and this one, and then continue push to the downside to here to make another lower low, or the price can continue fully go down as well. Oh, sorry. And or probably can actually respect the channel and I continue to push up all the way to the other side of the channel. And so basically again, this is just an analysis. I'm gonna wait for the clear confluences that the market gave me during the like maybe like during the week, probably, or like Monday. And if I was going on a trade and opening trade and a trade or a position, I will let you guys know. And thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and also make sure you join our Telegram and follow us on Instagram. We will like a variety of contents over there, like free signals, like analysis, any important using any important news that actually like affect the market, anything. If you guys have any question, you can just like come ask us. Feel free like to DM us or like message us, and we will be here for you guys. Thank you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you